Okay, go ahead.
All right, man. I see you now. All right, man. Yeah, so we're here today at Blurred Planet. What's going on, man? This is Brother Darren, man. And what's your name, brother?
It's Brother Kansu, man. Sheshmu Moon.
Right on, man.
Interesting topics that are coming up, man, for the holidays.
Yeah, yeah, man. We getting something past an October surprise, man. We're getting a December cooking, December turkey,
Right.
and a lot of it is jive turkey. You know, that's what I would say. I'd call that jive turkey. What we have right now.
Yes, sir.
That's what with Boyce Watkins, man, and ZaZa Ali. It's two different individuals in the Black conscious community. One with their foot halfway in, which would be Boyce. One with their foot all the way in, both their feet's in.
Yeah.
She's in feet first, crystals and chakras and all.
All that, the whole nine.
The whole nine, man. Sister ZaZa Ali, or what's her last name? I know first name is Ginger. Ginger something, man. Ginger Johnson.
Oh, okay. That sounds suspect.
Hey, yeah, Ginger. Yeah, that's no wonder she changed her name to ZaZa. What the hell is a ZaZa?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, what's the we want to talk about how Yvette started cooking Boyce, man, and we talk about ZaZa first.
But before we go there, let's talk about ZaZa and what she actually did. Some people are kind of confused as to what she did.
And what's the problem with that?
And juxtaposed on the canvas of what we call business. Ethics, integrity, what denotes good business.
Yeah. And I think she was ethically bereft.
To say the least.
You know?
To say the least, bro.
Yeah, ethically bereft.
Yeah.
The major issue, what she, I guess there was a hotel that she was going to do an event, and I guess the day before the event, she canceled the event. Apparently, she said she had been in some major car wreck, which caused her to need to cancel the event. Well, the news, after some investigation, some news came out that said that she actually had never had a venue rented. The venue had actually canceled 30 days before her scheduled event. And a lot of women, first they asked for their refund, and their PayPal refund was returned, which means whenever PayPal returns a refund or returns something, if it's returned, it's because there are insufficient funds in the funding account.
Right.
So you have to wonder, okay, where did this money go that caused her account to become insufficient to be able to pay this return? So what Peter was she robbing to pay Paul, and then who is she now in the bed with in order to pay that money back? Because $16,000 plus just doesn't show up. That means she owes somebody a favor now. Somebody gave her a favor. Right?
Yes, that's correct.
So that's the kind of what I see going around with that, man.
Well, it's interesting you say these things because those of you that are watching Blerd Planet, there's an ethics system in place to help the pitfalls of novice business owners. It's called wholesale retail. Let me make it simple without getting all mathematical.
Okay.
If I have a product, I acquire it for $100. Ethically, I try to stay within 300% of the amount. So I go anywhere from 100 to 400, depending upon the demand. Just like those little spinner things that were popular for the last summer and a half. They cost about $1.25 to make per capita. Raw material probably about 40 cents, but they sell them for $6 because they have to they have encompasses like shipping, and then people have to make their money along the way. Printing, all the things that go with marketing that product. So now when we look at ZaZa, she's selling a retreat. So she's probably working through a travel agency. She probably got a discount, but she's retailing what she wholesaled for.
Right.
So what she was supposed to do is the retail difference. She was supposed to escrow and purchase the tickets. Hold the escrow until after the event. In the event of any refunds and things of that nature, that's the purpose of going up 300% on a basic price.
Right.
Protect your investment in case you have to refund. You could refund and still get a profit of around 50%. Okay, so you don't lose completely. She didn't do that. She took the money. She spent the money, which the time frame in which she spent it, bro, means that she had no intent of either going on the trip or paying the money back.
Right.
Which is pretty scary in the business world. And it's funny, the conscious community are pretty susceptible to that, which does not make sense to me. But that's what it looks like. And I wanted to be able to break that down, bro. That you aspiring business people, trust me, I had it happen to me. When I first started out in business, I made a $50,000 error in finance. And I thought I was going to have to hide under a tree. I felt so bad. I didn't know how I was going to pay it back. I didn't do my proper deductions, dealing in wholesale retail, and it bit me. But I learned from it. So understand that whether it was malicious or not remains to be seen. But ZaZa definitely is not cognitive to business.
Right.
Which basically it looks like a scam. It looks like a scam.
Yeah, it looks like a scam. It smells like a scam. It walks like a scam. It breathes like a scam. Yeah. So, and black folks is cutting for it. So that means it probably is a scam.
Yeah.
They're saying, there's kind of the word where a lot of people are, what I've seen on a lot of the vlogosphere in the Black conscious community, that they say, well, let's go ahead and maybe she didn't do things all the way right. Well, at this point in time, I would think that she would, how long she's been doing events like this, or been a part of events like this, she would have some sort of, she'd have a track record, and she would understand exactly what needs to happen. So I don't see it as, I'm sorry. I see it as really that she has some nefarious, and she had some intent behind this. And how did I say the intent? Well, I see the intent was 30 days. When they canceled 30 days before the event, the venue canceled. She knew for 30 days that she wasn't going to have that event there. That's the question. That's what I'm not seeing being held accountable. She knew for 30 days, man.
Right.
She had 30 days to say, you know what, hey, I can't do the refund right now. I can give me 60 days to refund. The event has to be canceled. People would have understood. People would have understood some sort of cancellation policy. Yes. You have a cancellation policy in place when you first start an event. You do an event of that magnitude. An event of $5,000 or more, you're going to have a cancellation in place because things happen. There's insurance even that you could buy that covers cancellations, acts of God, some force majeure, something, if, illness, anything. There are events there's stuff out there that allows you to cancel those events, and we'll be able to cover that. So it's a lack of planning across the board. If she did ever plan to have the event in general. But what I can say now is really, I don't see that she planned to have the event.
I don't see it either, bro. I see money laundering. I see embezzlement.
Yeah.
I
got a track record of that.
Yes. And this is just a heads up, even though we segue into Boyce, which
Yeah.
is kind of a polarized action of what she did. But with her, you got to look for those pitfalls. And like Brother Darren was saying, you know, you want cancellation policies in place. You want non-disclosure, non-competition aspects in place on a contract. There's certain elements of the contract that let you know that this person is astute. It's not more so protecting your money. Of course, you're the consumer. But you want to know that they got enough sense to know how to run their business.
Yeah.
You know, that's important as well.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings us to the black, head of the Black Business School, Dr. Boyce Watkins, who is we're going to call him Dr. Boyce Watkins because he likes to be known as Dr.
As
Boyce
a doctor.
Watkins. Yeah, the doctor, the black doctor, the Black Business Boot Camp. You know, the guy who sends out 60% off discounts, on email list to the Black Business Boot Camp. After we find out that they're being sued for $1 million because they're about to go under. I don't understand how this, that's called couth, which he has none of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where he would still, he still would have this image, where he's trying to portray this image that he's about wealth. He's about, how to quit your job. And, at every turn we're seeing that he probably does need to go back into the university system.
He does.
He's got to go re-up. I mean, come on, boys. It's really, you got to go re-up, man.
Yeah.
You got to get your bread back right, man. I mean, if you want to go to war with white supremacy, okay. I don't believe there's such a thing as white supremacy, but if you do believe that there's such a thing as white supremacy and you have to be at war with white supremacy, like Tupac said, if you want to go to war, make sure you get your money right.
Right. That's right.
Dr. Boyce doesn't have his money right.
No, this is true, man. I think that one of the biggest problems is education. Boyce Watkins has a PhD in finance. There's a difference, everybody, between finance and economics.
Yeah, and marketing.
And oh yes, thank you, brother. And marketing, man.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. They interlope, meaning you need both of them.
Yeah.
They're in the same atmosphere. But an economist is going to speak on the general totality of society and how to be proficient and consistent and develop a system.
Yeah.
Whereas a financier is going to deal with the status pro quo, per capita, how we're making money, how we're generating funds, specifically to an item.
Yeah.
And Boyce Watkins tries to create this neo system that he's coining and building as he goes along, which shows his lack of integrity. You can't build something like that as you go along. Either you're gonna go and understand economy like Thomas Sowell did, or you're gonna understand finance and things of that nature like certain private business owners do.
Mm-hmm.
The sister who I forgot her name.
Michelle Malkin.
The one that you sent me. The sister that was going in on Boyce and ZaZa.
Yvette Carnell.
Yvette Carnell made a great point. If I'm listening to a financier, I'm going to listen to a Byron Allen.
Yeah.
He would be a financier.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to finance a project. He's going to hire specific specialists, and they're going to make it work. And he's going to be the muscle. I would talk to a financier that can generate $300 million.
Yeah.
Before I talk to somebody that can't even show they generated 500.
Yeah.
So that's
he's got an underfunded hobby. So he's got a motorcycle. He's got a motorcycle. He's got a hot rod that's out in the garage. Basically, he's got this hot rod out in the garage that he sees. What he owns. He owns so many web domains. I don't know. He owns like hundreds.
Wow.
Of web domains. I'm not sure if you knew this or not.
No.
A lot of them are based around. He actually owns Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4.com.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up
he's a
real.
capitalist.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull it up, man. Let me see if I can pull it up, man. Go to whois.com. Let me see. I don't know. You probably can't see my screen yet.
No.
But let me see. Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, 4.com. Maybe he's hidden it. Maybe he's hidden because you can hide it for another 99 cents. Yeah. Let's see.
What? You learn something new every day.
Yeah, it looks like he hid it. He finally went on and paid the money to hide it.
Wow.
Get to hide the registrar. So launchpad.com. Yeah, so he hid it. But at one point in time, we knew who it was, which was Boyce Watkins. So your hidden code is 1234.com.
Wow.
And that was Boyce Watkins' company. There you go, man.
Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah. Unbelievable, man. And so, you would think, man, Tariq Nasheed, how would he know that? That's his other, his fellow conscious community guy. 1 foot, Tariq Nasheed has 0 feet in. He maybe got a pinky or something that says, I'm gonna go in and dab my finger and make a couple dollars. Yeah. This is ridiculous, man.
Wow.
I mean, what can you say? This is ridiculous.
Well,
What you expect, tell you the truth.
yeah, I can't. With Boyce Watkins, I have a different opinion. I think he's, a culture vulture.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Wow, which is odd because, he's around Dame Dash all the
time. Yeah. Which kind of, I have a lot of respect for Dame Dash.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with a lot of those principles. He may not be cognizant of Boyce Watkins because Boyce Watkins is a very good pragmatist.
Uh-huh.
He's tried to make himself a demagogue by being on a hill all alone.
Yeah.
But it's not working. I think that's why it's important to support and promote Black intelligentsia. Everybody, I think that'll change.
Yeah.
Climate of people being able to do stuff like this.
Yeah, it really will, man, because it'll make you just critical thinking.
Man.
And it's something to be said from critical thinking skills.
Yes.
And that's something we don't see a lot of, man, in the Black community. And that's sad, because they're not asking the question about the ZaZa Ali, the 30 days. What was the 30 days? What about the 30 days? That's the question you need to answer. What about the 30 days?
Right.
Hassan Campbell, I hate to use that name, but what about the saying I touch children too?
Right.
That's their critical thinking skills, man, and it's not there. It's just not there.
Right.
And that's sad, man. That's sad. That's a travesty.
Mm-hmm.
It's a travesty. It's a miscarriage of justice, miscarriage of social justice. In a time where you talk about the social justice warriors, it's a miscarriage of social justice that there are so many Black folks out there that do not have critical thinking skills.
Right. Right.
That ought to be a requirement of to get out of high school is critical thinking 101. But again, that's why we got the Black intelligentsia. We got that Black intelligentsia 101. And we may very well put a link down a critical thinking book in the description box of this video. So if you're interested, we'll have a link down there. You can click on one. So that's all I got, brother.
Well, man, we thank everybody for, of course, logging on to our vlogs. Dialogue is needed, whether it be critical, whether you agree or not. It's all appreciated, man.
Yeah.
Come on and stop by with Blerd Planet, man.
Like, share, please subscribe. You can down like, you can unshare, but we need some sort of action taken on this video, and we really appreciate it. Here's the Black intelligentsia.